Our subject is speaking in tongues. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, we shall read from verse 7. That verse is very significant. Here's what it says. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. Now, if you have a different translation, it may say for the benefit of all. What the verse means by the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. Every spiritual gift is for the benefit not of the person who has the gift, but for those who are to be blessed by the gift. Let me say that again. If God gives me a gift, it is not for my sake. It is for the blessing of others. And so the verse says, the manifestation of the Spirit, whether as tongues, gifts, healings, prophecies, discerning of spirits, whatever the gift, the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal, that others may benefit. Now verse 8. For the one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another interpretation of tongues. Now, one of the questions I asked was, does every believer have to have the gift of tongues? And the Bible answers that question. Listen again to verse 8 of 1 Corinthians 12 as we continue with the subject, speaking in tongues. Listen intelligently. Verse 8. For to one is given by the Spirit the gifts of what? Wisdom. What is the other? What are the next two words? To another. What does that tell you? That one gets wisdom, the other gets knowledge. Someone else gets faith. Someone else gets gifts of healing. Someone gets the working of miracles. Someone gets prophecies. Someone gets discerning of spirits. Someone gets diverse kinds of tongues. And someone else gets what? Interpretation of tongues. All of them do not get the same gift. Let's go to verse 28. By the way, if I say something and you don't understand, raise your hand. I am not here to perform. I am here to teach. If you don't understand, raise your hand. And someone can shout out what it is you don't understand. I will try to make it clear. I am not here to perform. I am here to teach. Verse 28 of 1 Corinthians 12. The Bible says, and God hath set some in the church. First, what? Apostles. Why do you think Paul says first? He wants to point out that the most important gift is not tongues. And so he is very deliberate. He says first, chiefly, the most important gift, apostles. Then, secondarily, prophets. Thirdly, teachers. After that, what? Working of miracles. Then, gifts of healing, helps, governments, diversities or diverse kinds of tongues.